Welcome to the Warframe Weapon Encyclopedia, where today we're checking out the Kronen. You can get the blueprint for the Kronen from the market for 65,000 credits, and to build it you're gonna have to put in additional 20,000 credits, 1,500 ferrite, 2,000 nanospores, 1,000 plastids, and 2 argon crystals. This weapon is actually quite special because it was the second ever player designed weapon. It was designed by Data Reaper, and here is the original concept art by Data Reaper, which is very cool. But anyway, the Kronen are a pair of Mastery Rank 3 tonfas that do almost entirely slash damage. They only have a tiny bit of impact and puncture on the side, and they come in with pretty low 10% crit chance, a below average 1.5 times crit multiplier, though a decent status chance of 20%, and they're also decently fast with a base attack speed of 1.08. They have good range of 2.5 and mediocre follow through of 0.6. Now, a really good starter build for the Kronen is this one right here, where you just put on pressure point for damage, melee prowess for status, fury for attack speed, and then you run unranked fever strike and north wind for some viral. This gives you plenty of damage to absolutely smash, or rather slash, through the early stages or even the later stages of the star chart. It's actually quite strong and it's pretty fun to use. But if you want to squeeze a little bit more out of the Kronen, you should eventually transition it into a build like this instead, which is a pretty bog standard viral and slash build, but that also means that we don't have to worry about crit and all that, so we can easily run primed reach for a bunch of extra range, and we also have a flex slot which I filled with drifting contact for combo duration and status, though you could easily take drifting contact out if you have combo sustained somewhere else and put in healing return for a bunch of extra healing, or even a primed smite mod for some extra sweaty damage. Though that will of course require more than one forma. I don't really think it's necessary to go beyond one forma with the standard Kronen, because even with just the one forma build, the damage you get out of it is actually insane. There are very few weapons that you can get at Master Rank 3 and are this cheap that can do as much damage as the Kronen. Hell, you could even do a zero forma build if you don't run primed reach and you replace it with either normal reach or something else. The Kronen, in my eyes, is an absolute must, and if you're even slightly interested in melee weapons, you should absolutely get it. It's cheap, easy to get, it doesn't require a lot of investment, it's fun, and it does great damage. It's of course not perfect, because once you get to the higher levels you can really start to feel the lack of crit and its multiplier, but really, for a Mastery Rank 3 weapon, this is pretty much as good as it gets. This thing will easily take you through the entire star chart, do all the Nightmare and Fissure missions, do all sorties, and you can even take it into some early Steel Path missions and you're gonna be just fine. So if you're a new player, this is a really good investment. Just make sure to not make the mistake of turning them into the Boltis at Mastery Rank 4. The Boltis are another pair of tonfas that require the Kronen as an ingredient, and they are considerably worse than the Kronen, so don't do it. Unless you just want to farm mastery, I suppose. And that is pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.